They go play action with Burrow. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
There we go. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Charles already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole. Back to the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. That's caught inside the 20.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. 18 From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Pierce. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Colts respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Pretty effective opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the touchdown run earlier, and if he pops more of these 10 to 20-yard carries, could be a long game.
Yeah, those types of explosive runs wear down a defense. I think they need to add more people to the box, closer to the line of scrimmage, force them to throw the football, and see if they can slow them down that way.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bengals at 6-3 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you talk about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over possession here, up at the 44. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Being chased out left. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 50 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field and have about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you get
that's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to throw now on first down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of momentum from the offense coming off that big completion to prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
2nd and long. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
11 empty.
Now Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 27-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. To the air again, Burrow. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Burrow on play action. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
McPherson's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it and getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On 2. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. They go play action with Burrow. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On third down, Burrow. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little.
The ball is free. Taylor lost it. And the Bengals grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
Here we go.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Boy, just as they thought they were going to add to their lead, the rug gets pulled from right underneath them on that pick. And now after that big return, might be the other sideline grabbing the lead.
Yeah, very well could be. This week, count on your defense to go out and make, I'm not going to call it a miraculous stop, but make it very difficult for them to get the ball in the end zone.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Back to throw here. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
12, 12, 12.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And the reception made by Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
On third down, Mixon. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blow.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Burrow
keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. That ball caught by Campbell.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
25 yards that time. Back to throw.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, they get back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Campbell making the catch. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. They'll look to throw here on first.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. to throw again. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost...
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum.
Touchdown, Bengals! A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Bengals look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
B.J. Hill getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And now here's another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
3rd down. The Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Here's Burrow. Green brings it in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.